One foul, one night, and suddenly a fan movement was born. Why did that same foul turn Sophie Cunningham into a hero for some and a villain for the rest? Is Sophie Cunningham the enforcer the WNBA desperately needs, or the villain it secretly created? June 17th wasn't just another game. For Sophie Cunningham and the Indiana Fever, it was payback. 2 weeks earlier, May 30th, was a war zone. In a game against the Connecticut Sun, J.C. Sheldon's reckless plays left Sophie with an injured ankle and part of her front tooth knocked out.
And Sophie Cunningham is down holding her, it looks like her ankle.
The refs, silent. No warnings, no ejections, just two Fever players limping off the floor while Sheldon walked away untouched. For Sophie, that wasn't just bad officiating, it was personal. Fast forward to the rematch. Caitlin Clark is back from injury, the Fever are hot, and the Sun are in the building. Midway through the game, Sheldon jabs a finger straight into Clark's eye. Clark stumbles, fans gasp, and Sophie sees red. What happened next wasn't subtle. It was anything but. It was a statement. A hard foul so satisfying that Fever fans lit up social media, christening her Spicy Sophie. But here's the thing. This wasn't the start, just the moment the rest of the league realized what was coming. And the warning signs had been there since before the season even tipped off. The message was clear before the season even started. Sophie Cunningham wasn't here to be pushed around. In a preseason matchup against the Mystics, Caitlin Clark was sidelined with a leg issue. Her first missed game in 5 years. Without their superstar, the Fever looked vulnerable, and the Mystics pounced. Rookie Kiki Iriafen grabbed Sophie Cunningham mid-rebound and slammed her to the floor like it was the WWE. The crowd froze. Sophie didn't. She shot back to her feet, went chest to chest with Iriafen, and let her know exactly who she was dealing with.
Whistle. Shot too strong there from Olsen. Cunningham pulled it down, and here's that feistiness. There you go. She is fierce.
But Washington wasn't finished. Later, Brittany Sykes shoved Sophie to the ground again. Instead of her losing composure, Sophie got better. She torched the Mystics for 21 points, 8 boards, and a comeback win that erased a 15-point deficit. That night, the Fever weren't just a team without Clark. They were a team with Sophie Cunningham leading the charge. And anyone paying attention knew this was only the beginning. And what she admitted next shocked even longtime WNBA fans. Sophie isn't just an enforcer on the court. She's a megaphone off it. On her podcast, Show Me Something, she did what most players won't.
Caitlin, we call her CC. CC, even when I wasn't on her team, I know the talks that Phoenix had in the locker room of no, we're gonna prove her, we're gonna show her what the W really is. You know what I mean? And I get it to it a certain extent. And every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're gonna treat them. But There's just more for her.
She revealed that when she played for the Phoenix Mercury, game plans were drawn up specifically to rough up Caitlin Clark. This wasn't rookie hazing, she said. This was targeted, coordinated. She spelled it out. Clark took 20% of all flagrant fouls in the league during her rookie season. No player had ever been singled out like that. And now that Sophie shared a jersey with her, oh man, the message was simple. If you mess with Caitlin, you deal with me. And those weren't empty words. June 17th, Fever vs. Sun, the rematch. Caitlin Clark brings the ball up. J.C. Sheldon swipes for a steal. Her finger drives straight into Clark's eye. Clark stumbles back, covering her face. No whistle. She shoves Sheldon away and the crowd roars. And then Marina Mabry comes charging in like a linebacker, body checking Clark to the floor. Fans lose it. The Fever bench jumps up and Sophie Cunningham has seen enough. Seconds later, she delivers a hard foul on Sheldon that stops the game cold. No words, no hesitation, just a hit that said, "We're not letting you do this again." Overnight, Spicy Sophie was everywhere.
The steal. Sheldon going coast to coast. And here we got another.
TikTok followers up 600K. Jersey sold out in 48 hours. Lover or hater, everyone in the WNBA now knew. Sophie was the league's enforcer.
At the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good.
And if you know basketball history, you know this role comes with a price and a very famous blueprint. If you're into players who change the game for better or worse, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we've got more untold WNBA stories coming your way. Every great team has one. In the NBA, it was Dennis Rodman, the guy who protected MJ, did the dirty work, and lived rent-free inside opponents' heads. In the WNBA, that's Sophie Cunningham. She crashes the boards, locks down on defense, talks just enough trash to get under your skin, and plays every possession like it's the last. Coach Stephanie White calls her a dog, basketball's highest compliment. The moment she steps on the floor, the energy changes. The one who will foul you hard if you mess with a teammate. The one who makes sure the other team feels the fever from tip to buzzer. But being the enforcer puts a target on your back. And Sophie's about to find out how big that target can get. Once you're the enforcer, you're in the crosshairs. Since June 17th, Sophie's been elbowed in the face, shoved to the floor, even grabbed around the neck. And more often than not, the whistle stays silent. And when she posted a TikTok mocking the ref's inconsistency, the league fined her $500. Her reaction? A sarcastic laugh and a reminder that she's not backing down. It's not just about Caitlin Clark anymore. Sophie Cunningham has made herself the wall between her teammates and anyone looking to bully them. And she's willing to take every hit that comes with it. In a league where physical play is celebrated and sometimes crosses the line, Sophie Cunningham has embraced the role most players avoid. She's the one who steps in when the refs won't, who says what fans are shouting at their screens, and who backs it all up with her game. She's cut from the same cloth as Dennis Rodman, the NBA's ultimate enforcer. If they're on your team, you love them for their hustle, their fearlessness, and their willingness to do the dirty work that wins games. But if they're not, you hate every shove, every hard foul, every smirk after they've rattled your star player. To some, Sophie is the WNBA's hero, protecting its brightest star and refusing to let cheap shots go unanswered. To others, she's the villain, escalating tensions and living in the gray area between hard-nosed basketball and outright retaliation. One thing's for sure, Sophie's not here to blend in. She's here to make sure everyone in the WNBA knows. If you come for Caitlin, you'd better be ready for the enforcer. So, is Sophie the hero the league needs, or the villain it secretly created? Leave a comment and tell me which one she is, and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.
Good, no foul is called, and now tempers are flaring.